Oh, Smee, you bumbling, dim-witted pirate. Your loyalty to the captain is commendable, but is this the guy you want to follow? I mean, you could lead this ship better than he could. Never mind. Anyway, Smee's voice actor is much more competent, having a plethora of impressive roles under his belt. So sit back, relax, and let's find out. Bill Thompson was born in 1913 in Terre Haute, Indiana, to vaudevillian parents. Bill showed a talent for mimicry as a child. He made his first professional appearance in the theater at the age of 2, and at 5 was in vaudeville with his parents. They didn't really have child labor laws back then, so it's okay. That's how things work. If there's no law, then it's fine. During World War I, he helped entertain soldiers and sailors. While at his high school in Chicago, he organized theater clubs and both wrote and directed plays. At the Century of Progress Exposition in Chicago, 5,000 people, including Bill, entered a radio audition contest for the National Broadcasting Company. The New York Times writes, he prepared a skit involving 10 dialects for his test and went through it like a veteran. His performance won the praise of the director, and within a week, he found himself in radio, playing the role of a black plantation boy in a National Farm and Home Hour skit. Yikes. A different time. Moving on. His first regular appearance was on Don McNeil's morning variety series, The Breakfast Club, in 1934. He played the nerd, the jock, the cheerleader, the basket... Oh, different Breakfast Club. It was an extremely popular radio variety show during the 30s and 40s, and the 1934-35 season featured Thompson as a drooping character named Mr. Wimple.
Oh, it's Mr. Wimple. Hello, Mr. Wimple.
Hi, Wimp, old man.
Hello, folks.
Before I forget it, Mr. Wimple, close the door gently when you go out, will you please?
Well, I guess I can take a hint. Goodbye now.
Hey, don't leave, Wimp. I just put a new pane of glass in this front window. Slamming the door makes it fall out.
Oh. I thought for a minute I was being thrown out, and I felt right at home.
During production, he was also called on to provide various animal noises when the script needed it, which is cool, because I've also been practicing. Like this cow. Moo. Or this cat. Yeah. Or this Australian rufous-bellied kookaburra. Yeah, I've mostly been working on that last one. In 1936, Bill left the Breakfast Club to join Jim and Marion Jordan on the Fibber, McGee and Molly Show. It was on Fibber that Bill's talent was showcased best, playing several personalities. Kilf Nestoroff writes, the entertaining aspect of the often corny program was not courtesy of the homespun waspiness of its title stars, but from a fine stable of ridiculous voice actors who came to visit the white-bread couple each episode. Thompson played the old-timer, a character that referred to everyone as Johnny. More conventional was his Nick DePopulis, a jolly and boisterous ethnic stereotype who ran a restaurant, along with his Horatio K. Boomer, a con man who sounded like W.C. Fields. After playing these and other small roles on the program, Bill would revise his Mr. Wimple role in 1941, which just so happens to also be when the show increased in popularity.
I'm leaving early to pick up my little doggie.
Oh, have you got a dog, Mr. Wimple? What kind?
I'm getting it today, Mrs. McGee. It's a Chihuahua.
A Chihuahua? My gosh, Wimp, they're only 6 inches long.
I know, Mr. McGee. But with Big Me and Little Him, there'll be room for both of us in the doghouse. Well, see you later. Pardon me, madam. You're sitting on my Hershey bar.
Other cast members on the show brought the talents of Arthur Q. Bryan, Elmer Fudd, playing Fibber McGee's combative doctor, and B. Benaderet, Betty Rubble, who played various secretaries, waitresses, and general wisecracking women. Around this time, Thompson caught the attention of MGM animation director Tex Avery, who hired him to play the most resourceful pig in the classic wartime cartoon Blitz Wolf, 1942. The Oscar-nominated cartoon was a retelling of The Three Little Pigs with the Big Bad Wolf cast as a Nazi. In 1943, Tex Avery utilized Thompson's Mr. Wimple voice for the first time in Dumbhounded. The short was Droopy's debut, although the name was not originally used in it.
Hello, all you happy people. You know what? I'm the hero.
While all of Tex Avery's action moved a mile a minute, it came screeching to a halt every time Droopy spoke.
You dropped your wallet, sir.
That made everything Droopy said even funnier.
Droopy had a very low, slow, lethargic kind of voice that was provided by Bill Thompson. The voice fit the character so well.
Cheaters never win.
Just sounded like he should sound. Of course, when he goes wild and, screams and all that, that's a whole other voice comes out of there.
Thank you, sir.
Later that year, Thompson joined the Navy. Coincidentally, all of his characters on Fibber McGee also enlisted in the war. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, I suppose. When he came back, Thompson not only rejoined the Fibber cast, but was also granted ownership of his program, The Bill Thompson Show, which doesn't have many surviving episodes today. But hey, we got one.
I'll sit down, but if it's all right with you, I'll buy my own soda. Every time I have one on you, we crack our heads together.
Well, go ahead. Be antisocial. All right, Gene, it's your turn to sip now.
Okay.
Hey, wait a second. You've gone into my part.
Look, Gene, let me buy you a whole soda, one for your very own.
Oh, you keep out of this, Barton. Gene likes to share sodas with me, don't you, Gene?
Oh, yes.
See?
But someday, let's get a flavor I like, too.
Sure. Just speak up after this. You'll get any kind you want, as long as it's chocolate.
In 1944, Thompson would return to MGM to play a Native American in the politically incorrect shorts and... Yikes, a different time. Later, Thompson returned to the role of Droopy in 1949's Senior Droopy.
You know what? That makes me mad.
Thompson would go on to voice another 20 Droopy installments and also acted as a bulldog named Spike in several shorts.
What do you say? Woof, woof. Okie dokie.
MGM wasn't the only studio with an eye on Thompson's unique voice. For Disney's 1951 film Alice in Wonderland, Thompson was cast as the White Rabbit.
I'm late for a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye. I'm late.
And the Dodo Bird.
Ahoy! Another nautical expression. Land ho, by Jove.
Where am I, Dodo?
Dodo?
This performance launched Thompson into a string of films and shorts for Disney, starting with the 1951 short for Achoo! Kleenex, How to Catch the Common Cold, in which he played Common Sense.
To build up your resistance, you needed a good night's sleep, which you didn't get. You needed a well-balanced breakfast, which you didn't eat, and some relaxing recreation, which you overdid. You didn't even have enough sense to come in out of the rain.
He followed this up with our favorite bumbling sidekick, Smee, from Peter Pan.
Well, Captain, it's nice to see you smiling again. Brings back the good old days when we was leading an healthy, normal life. Scuttling ships, cutting throats. Oh, Captain, why don't we put to sea again? You know, there's trouble brewing on the island. Women trouble. I wouldn't want this to go any farther, but the cook told me that the first mate told him that he heard that Pan has banished Tinkerbell.
He also voiced Professor Owl and Bertie Birdbrain in both Melody and Toot, Whistle, Plunk, and Boom.
Now, students, fly with me to the dawn of history. We'll start investigating the toot and the whistle and the plunk and the boom
It's very stimulating.
As well as Flannery in Pigs is Pigs.
2 guinea pigs. You sure don't look like pigs to me. But the writing's plain to see. It says you are, and there's no doubt that pigs is what you be.
In 1954, Thompson appeared for the first time as Ranger J. Audubon Woodlure.
Welcome to Brownstone National Park. And now a few rules. No hunting, no fishing, no swimming, no drinking, no fires, no going over to the... And if you go into that section, but don't do that either. And remember, don't molest the bears.
Thompson adopted a raspy voice not unlike that of Andy Devine. The character sounded like Droopy with a sore throat. The temperamental Ranger appeared in 5 theatrical shorts between 1954 and 1956. 1955 saw Thompson performing no less than 5 dialects in Lady and the Tramp. Jock.
Aye. It seems only yesterday she was cutting her teeth on Jim Deere slippers. And now, there she is, a full-grown lady.
Joe.
Tony, dog's a done to talk.
He's a talking to me.
Okay, he's a talking to you. You the boss. Mamma mia, mangiare, you can better.
Dashy.
Just one more course and we're out.
Bull.
Blimey, a regular bloomin' debutante.
And the policeman.
Oh, a wise guy, eh? All right, now, what's this creature doing here?
Oh, he's not my dog.
Oh, he's not, eh?
Go away. Get down.
Other notable Disney credits include J.J. Fate in How to Have an Accident at Home and How to Have an Accident at Work.
Howdy, I'm J.J. Fate, Fall Guy. My middle name is Jonah, and Jinx is in there too. Hoodoo fits me like a glove, but Fate's my name to you.
King Herbert in Sleeping Beauty.
Course not. Good half hour till sunset. Excellent, Bud. Oh, now, come, man. Buck up. Battle's over. Girl's as good as here.
I'm sorry, Hubert, but after 16 years of worrying, never knowing...
The past, all in the past.
As well as Scrooge McDuck's first on-screen appearance in 1967's Scrooge McDuck and Money. Alan Young would replace him in future appearances.
We'd have inflation.
Inflation?
Ah, that's a mess. Your money would be worth less and less. It might take this hatful, I dare say, to buy what your piggy bank would buy today.
So, yeah, his voice was everywhere. As theatrical shorts began to die off, voice actors began migrating to television, and Thompson was no different. Thompson had met Bill Hanna and Joe Barbera in the hallways at MGM while working on Droopy shorts. It was only natural that they should include him in their upcoming projects, and only right for the star power. While casting the Flintstones, Bill Thompson was chosen to play Fred, while another comedy actor with a memorable voice, Hal Smith, had originally been slated for Barney. Smith recalled why the role finally went to Alan Reed in the book The Magic Behind the Voices by Tim Lawson and Alyssa Persons. Bill Thompson was a good actor, but he had something wrong with his throat. He couldn't sustain that gravel that they wanted in Fred, so Mel Blanc and Alan Reed started rehearsing. We had already recorded the first 5 episodes, and he would stop and he'd say, "I just can't keep that gravel." Joe Barbera was directing, and he called us in and said, "This isn't working." And I said, "Well, it really isn't." Alan Reed and Mel Blanc re-recorded the 5 episodes that Thompson and Smith had already completed. However, the Thompson's Mr. Slate voice was kept in for the first episode.
Thanks. May I have my collateral back now?
Certainly. Bring Mr. Slate's collateral. He just made his final payment. There you are, Mr. Slate.
Hi, children.
Who's that man, sis? I think it's Daddy.
Let's go home, children.
How about that rare little gem, huh? You're welcome. Fortunately, in 1962, Hanna-Barbera would cast him as a lead in a new series, Touche Turtle, teaming him up with Alan Reed playing his sidekick, Dum Dum.
Remember, Dum-Dum, a brave deed a day keeps evil away.
No, that's real poetic, Touche. Then what's the brave deed for today?
We'll know as soon as I get the Daily Distress call. Now, where did I put that phone?
Touche was originally one of 3 7-minute shorts on the syndicated 1962 series The New Hanna-Barbera Cartoon Show. Thompson's career in voice acting became sporadic throughout the 1960s as he focused on a new career as an executive at the, what? Union Oil Company? I mean, okay, I guess. Bill Thompson's voice was heard for the last time as Uncle Waldo in the animated feature The Aristocats, 1970.
Look at this. Prime country goose a la Provençal, stuffed with chestnuts and basted in white wine.
Shortly thereafter, he suffered a heart attack. He died in 1971 at the age of 58. So, there we have it. Take one impressive long career, add a hilarious Mr. Wimple voice, and sprinkle in a few dozen dialects, and you get one legendary voice actor, Bill Thompson. Isn't that right, Mr. Smee? Thank you to these people for supporting us on Patreon and Ko-fi. And if you want to make sure this channel sticks around, you can check out our Ko-fi link in the description. Every bit helps. Thank you for watching this episode of Discographies. Click the thumbs up button below if you liked it. And if you want to be notified when the next episode comes out, consider subscribing and hitting the bell. Comment below with characters you would like to see us cover. Further reading and references are linked below. We hope to see you in another Discography.